Okay, I think we are live now, right now. Welcome everyone. Happy late International Day of Mathematics. As Elida stated, we wanted to do a face-to-face event because of the two big earthquakes happened in Turkey, we had to make it online. We will be meeting you in face-to-face next year. We are continuing the event with another interview. We will be listening about doing mathematics in streets from Nicolas Atanes. Welcome, Nicolas. First of all, could you please introduce yourself for those who don't know? Who is Nicolas Atanes?
Yeah, so I'm Nicolas and I'm from Spain, and I try to popularize mathematics, and I'm 18 years old and I study mathematics in Barcelona.
Yeah, thank you. You're doing math in streets event in various countries, and there was one in Turkey in Istanbul, 14th of March. Can you explain us that what is math in the streets? What do you do exactly?
Yeah, mathematics in the street is an outreach activity of mathematics, where people tries to take mathematics games, mathematics explanations, visual mathematics indeed, anything that can make mathematics interesting for people in the street onto the street. So we want to take things that can be interesting for the people about mathematics, to show them and to stop that things that people say that mathematics cannot be interesting and stuff like that. And we want to show people that mathematics can be interesting.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard to make an event like this. It's not easy, and I thank you for making things like this for people to get accountants with the mathematics. And I'm going on with the next question. We know that starting and continuing an event like this is not easy, and there's a lot of people have ideas but cannot take action about it. How did you come up with the idea? And moreover, can you inform us about what difficulties you had starting or continuing math industries, or maybe you can having these difficulties right now?
Yeah, well, so you mean how this idea appeared? This idea appeared like 3 years ago, when I started to popularize mathematics. I knew that there were many math festivals, many outreach events, stuff like that. But mathematics instead was an activity that sometimes was held in cities, but they weren't making it coordinated. I mean, there was like an event in one city one day, in another place in Spain another day. I thought make it together and make a bigger event and try to like define the event better. Because with doing mathematics, and we do is to take mathematics to the street to people who maybe they haven't seen mathematics since they were in school. So we want to change their perception of mathematics by doing them something that they could have fun with, that they could be interested in mathematics this way. So actually, this March 12th, we tried to make it in different countries at the same time. We coordinated with different societies, mathematical societies, mathematical teachers societies, and we could make it on more than 30 cities at the same time, thanks to the collaboration and indeed the collaboration of mathematics popularizers worldwide.
Yeah, thank you. And you said about you're playing games with the people who came. Can you give us examples of these games? And which one is your favorite?
Wow. Well, we make games like, for example, Towers of Hanoi, which is like trying to move like one tower from one place to another, but you have some rules that make you cannot do several movements. So you only can move one disc from one movement to another, and you cannot put one bigger on the top part of another smaller. So with these rules, you have to move one towards another, and sometimes people think that it's very easy because it seems like very easy, but it's indeed very difficult because we have a not very big tower, but it is enough to make it in more than 500 movements. So there are people in the street who told us, wow, I can do it. And when they start doing it, it's like more difficult than what they expect. We also have like towers, Buffon's needles, which is like an experiment of mathematics where you put some parallel lines and you have to throw some sticks and you have to count how many times the sticks intersect the lines, and you can more or less, using a formula, approximate the value of y. Then we also have like table games that, like, for example, prime climb, which is prime climb is like prime numbers, climb, like going up, climbing. And it's a game, a table game, where people have to use two dice and move to get to the last number. The problem is that there are some challenges that makes you go faster or slower, and sometimes the strategy is to find what movement do in each time to faster faster and go the first to be the first one to go to the number 101. And we also make much more of these games. We have also games that explain the powers of two, for example, in a visual way. We also have other games that are like with magic. We try to show people that magic are also mathematical. And then we also have some of them that can be with papers. We also try to explain mathematics in a different way. And with all these games and the visuals, I like the Towers of Hanoi because this last time, for example, I did it in Barcelona, and we tried to make people make the tower in some time, for example, 3 minutes. And people were like, yeah, I can, it's very easy, it's very easy. And when they tried to make it, it was impossible. So I like people suffer a little bit because they thought it was something, then it is another.
Yeah, I like the Tower of Hanoi as well. It's a very great game, I think.
Yeah, it's unexpected because you think it's going to be one way and it's another.
Thank you. You said that you're doing this event in various countries. How many countries are you making these events?
Well, it's difficult to know because actually this activity was made in, I'm going to say some of them, but Canada, Hungary, Spain, France, Turkey, also Nepal. Wow, I know of all of them, but as we were a team trying to find all the photos, I forget a little bit the other countries, but also some in Africa, also in Latin America, I think in Ecuador, also some cities also that made activity. Indeed, all the people who are making this activity, we are like math students clubs, for example, math teacher societies, mathematical societies, and all together we are making this activity together.
Thank you. I think it is very great to have an event like this in various countries in worldwide. And you are talking about an American country, Canada, or in Europe and Africa, and in Nepal, in Asia. There's a lot of it is worldwide.
Yeah, it's for me it's like very cool because it's like a very direct proof to show that mathematics is global, and also that this problem that surrounds mathematics. Yesterday I shared an email with Hugo Duminil-Copin, who is one of the 2022 Fields medalists, and he told me that the problem of mathematical education, I mean, the problem that many people understand, like everything, I mean, the problem that many people think that mathematics is less or mathematics doesn't matter, is a problem that is not just from one country, it's global. It's a problem that many people think that mathematics doesn't matter, or that people hate mathematics, and it's a little problem because during the pandemic, for example, we saw cases of trying to understand data, or in other situations, for example, we have to understand simple mathematics. And I could say many examples that we also try to show in these mathematics in the state events. And there are many things, many problems that surround when people say that mathematics doesn't matter. And we want to show that it matters. And to show that it matters is to show that it's fun, and to show that learning math, it could be useful also. And mathematics is like this.
Yeah, I agree with you. You have to show children or people that it is fun, and then they will try to learn it, and they will get the fun parts out of it, and
exactly,
then it will grow.
Exactly.
And it is one of the best things in the world, mathematics.
Yeah, exactly. I think that mathematics is very, very interesting. I think that like later it's like you can use mathematics for other things, but just mathematics, it has like the beauty that other sciences maybe they don't have. But mathematics, you see mathematics and you say, wow, what's going on here, and why happens this? And you try to find the things behind this apparently simple thing, but it's not so simple.
Yeah, I think it's the hate people have about against mathematics is because of the educational systems. In most of the educational systems, they show children just some numbers, some algebraic formulas like this, and they don't know, they don't show them why they are like this.
Exactly.
You have to show them that, and then it will be fun for them. It will be more
yeah, the problem here in
understandable for
Spain,
them.
the problem here in Spain, I think that probably is not just here in Spain, probably also in Turkey it happens, is that teachers try to show the students things like by heart. Like you have to know this, but no matter if it works or not, because here it works and you stop there. And people, it's like they see mathematics like a thing that they have to memorize. It works because you memorize it, and no more than that. It's what you have to know. And I think that mathematics is more than that. And I think that when people knows that mathematics is behind the most important things that surrounds us now, like for example, artificial intelligence, or that mathematics also can, for example, be interesting. For example, sometimes you do mathematics, just simple mathematics, you can explain to some person. You can say, for example, look, this happens. I'm not going to put an example because there are many, or probably it's like very long to explain from the beginning, but you can explain something simple mathematics, like linear algebra, things that maybe can be interesting for people. And then you see people, and this works because of this. And people sometimes get, wow, you can translate it to human language. For example, you can, instead of saying vectors and things that people may don't understand, you can try to make a game, and then you can try to explain this game to the people, and you make people see that mathematics can also be interesting and fun.
Yeah, I'm going back to the topic of math in the streets. Can you share what you're doing in math in the streets? Do you have photos to share or something like that?
Yeah, I'm going to share a screen.
Us?
Can I share a screen, right?
Yeah, I suppose you can.
Okay. Let me prepare. I'm going to share a screen. How to share a screen? Okay. Now I see. So mathematics in the street is something like this. Actually, for example, you have like this activity, this activity which is in Cádiz, which is a city in Spain, and people like have some desks, and they explain mathematics games. Sometimes it's simple games, other times are complicated games, and there are some people who on one side are explaining the game, and on the other side there are people who are maybe crossing in the street, they're giving a walk, and they see this, and they try to stop and think what is about, no? So probably these boys are just people crossing in the street, and they see mathematics in this interesting way, and they go home seeing that mathematics is more than what they thought. So the goal of this activity is, on one side, to make people see that mathematics can be fun. On the other side, people goes home saying, oh, mathematics can be fun. But what I saw in the past is not what mathematics can be. So this is like an example of mathematics in the street.
Thank you. Is there a website or something that we can share to people and they could see what you're doing there?
Yeah, there is this website. We made it for this last event. If we make it again, we are going to make another, or probably as this was the first one coordinated globally, because we on the past made it not coordinated globally, but coordinated here in Spain. This is the first website we made for the coordinated event globally, and we are going to make also another website for future events, not just for one date, but for mathematics in the state coordinated all together. And we have the pictures from the different places where it was made coordinated. So in Italy, for example, in Greece, in Nepal, also in another in Nepal. This is in Cordoba this year. This is me in Barcelona. This is like in Zamora, which is a city in Spain, in Madrid, in Murcia, in Valladolid, and in Cartagena, which is a city in Spain also. And we are now going now to update with the photos of Vancouver, of which more, of another city in Italy that also joined the activity, And from Hungary also we have some pictures also. And I think that we also in Africa we have also some pictures. There are some places who forgot to make good pictures, but we have also the map, which is here, which it has like the places in Spain and Italy, but we have now to update with all the places that organized the activity, because there were many places that we had to add, but we have this website where people can know. And also in About page, we have what is mathematics in the street, some examples of games, and some pictures what we put before the event.
Okay, can you share the link to the chat, and our friends can share it to the YouTube chat?
Of course, I'm going to put here.
Can reach it.
The link is in the chat now. And
yeah,
I think that anyone who wants to participate with this activity, we are going to make it again, probably in September or probably March next year. And this activity, we want to sometimes to make it coordinated. And but if someone wants to make it, for example, before everyone coordinates together, it's also welcome, because this activity is together for everyone, and we want to popularize mathematics with this activity. And popularize mathematics is not for one day, it's for all the year for who will like mathematics. Yeah. And I think that this work is fantastic, it's amazing. And also you learn a lot, because, for example, you see persons in the street who says, oh, beautiful. And when you tell them it's mathematics, they say, ah, okay. And it's like, they change and it's like, oh, sorry, I had to tell you that's mathematics, sorry. But mathematics in the street is a cool activity. You learn a lot. You see people like emotions when they see mathematics, and you also like, well, have a nice day doing mathematics in the street.
Yeah, thank you. You can end the screen sharing right now, I guess.
Yeah.
If there's nothing you can show.
Let me check how to. Okay, like this. Like this?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. The next question will be about your memories. Is there a memory that you can share with us? It might be a good one, it might be a bad one, or it can be a funny one.
Yeah, well, I remember making this activity in Burgos, which is a city here in Spain. And I remember that one kid came with us, and he started playing with the games, and he liked it. And he also asked for us about the games. He knew the game strategy of a game that was a little bit difficult, and he knew it. He guessed it. I don't know why, but I remember that when we told him that he was doing mathematics, his face was like, "Oh, I thought I was making another thing." No, and when he knew that he was making mathematics, it changed his face. And we tried to explain to him how mathematics can be involved in these games. And eventually the boy started liking a little bit more what he was doing. And finally, I think that he get it the point of mathematics. And I think that now he will like more mathematics. But at the first glance, it was like, oh, mathematics. I didn't knew I was making mathematics. I thought I was making games. And what is, if it's not games, what you are doing now? So I explained him that like game theory, explaining the game strategies, how mathematics can make faster these strategies, and he liked it a lot. So I can never forget this experience, because it's like people goes there without liking mathematics at all. Probably he dislikes mathematics a lot, and probably after knowing this activity, they get another vision of mathematics, and that's why I do this, and why I like this activity.
Yeah, that's the main part of the event. Yeah, I guess it's so good. And my next question will be a bit personal, and I think that while doing an event like this, posting it on social media helps a lot to get people to know the event. And you don't have a social media account, as far as I know, right?
Well, actually, in 2020 I started a math group. I started a math group of the people who likes mathematics, which name is in Spanish, but in English it would be a translation like mathematical values. Like we want to promote mathematics, like expanding it exponentially. And mathematical values, which in Spanish is virus matemático, it's a group. We would like to make it not national but international, and it's like the group we try to make for promoting this activity. And actually, through the social media of Birçok Mathematico, we promoted this activity, and we try to promote future activities also, not just in Spain, but if we also do something outside Spain, also we do it there. So it is true that for this activity in specific, we don't have still a social media, but I think that from Birçok Mathematico, we promote this activity, and I think that is the best way for people, at least here in Spain, because sometimes we post in Spanish, but also in general to promote this activity.
No, I get it. Thank you for your answers. I'm out of my questions, and do you have anything else to add the interview, or we can have questions from the chat if anyone has a question?
I will add that I think that
they can ask.
Yeah, I will add one thing that is like I think that this activity is very interesting to promote mathematics. We all mathematics enthusiasts, we have the interest, and it's amazing to have several resources online, like 3 Blue 1 Brown, Number 5. We have many resources to listen about mathematics, but now what we have to do is also to promote mathematics to those who hate it a lot, mathematics, because mathematics is something that each day we see that is more important in our daily days, and also it's something fun that many people would be interested in. And here in Spain, there's one problem, and I think that can also happen in Turkey and any place where people go to school, and is that many people, when they are 12, 13, 14 years old, they start thinking about mathematics and they say, why this happens? And sometimes they see alone in the class, in the institute, in their school, they feel alone because they don't have other people who may like mathematics. So with this activity, Mathematics in the Street, actually we want to promote mathematics so that they are not lonely math enthusiasts in one school. So maybe there are 2, 3, or 4 people in the school who likes mathematics, and they can join together, because being alone of liking mathematics is not interesting. It's like you feel alone in this interest. So we want to make more people interested in mathematics, at least at a fun level, but at least liking a little bit mathematics. And here in Spain, at least there are many people who dislike mathematics a lot. There's like math phobia at very large levels, and we want to stop more or less that situation. I think that to promote mathematics is to stop this situation, and it's something that is fun and interesting for us because we like mathematics, but it's also something that it's new.
Yes, thank you. I will restate that what you're doing is the best way of teaching people or children to love mathematics. And I sincerely hope what you started gets bigger by joining more organizations from different countries to reach the children or people of the world, more people. If there is no question from the chat, I'm checking it, and I suppose there are not. We can end the interview. And I'm thanking you again for doing this kind of things, and I will try to. You said that it will be, you're planning to do it in September, the next one. Yeah. In September, I hope there is more there are more cities in Turkey to join it. We will be trying to make it. Thank you for joining.
Okay, so thank you very much, and we will try to make it in September, or if not in March. I think that we are going to try to make it in September, and if some people can't, no problem, because we are also going to do it in March.
Yeah, let's communicate. We have come to the end of the interview then with Nicolas. Thank you all for joining and watching. The event will continue at 15 with a panel about mathematical Olympiads in Turkey. Don't miss it, it will be great. And before we close the stream, we have a tradition. We take a screenshot from memory, and my friend will take a screenshot. Then we can end the stream to post it on social media or for a memory for us. Okay. My friends can open their videos, I guess, cameras, and then we can take a screenshot.
Canlı yayını kapatabiliriz.